Thank you so much, Mark. It's definitely a pleasure to be here. And although we're not able to see each other in person, I am appreciative of the opportunity to share more about ElderHelp with you today, and I'm happy to answer questions as well. I do look forward to the picnic that is going to be coming up in October. That's always a favorite of mine, so I hope to be able to see you all in person then. But as Mark mentioned, my name is Carrie McClellan. I'm the outreach manager for ElderHelp, and I have been with the organization a little over 11 years now. So if you've heard a presentation from us, it's probably been from me over the last decade. And my role at ElderHelp is to oversee all of our community outreach efforts to make sure that we are reaching those in the community that could benefit from learning more about our programs. I am also the first point of contact for any prospective volunteer. So as Mark mentioned, I will be sharing about volunteer opportunities if you have an interest in getting involved in different ways. And I also oversee our family caregiver support program. So I will share more about that. And I will do so by getting started now. All right, so our mission at ElderHelp is really to support older adults in the desire to age in place. So we want to help individuals continue living successfully and safely in their own homes. And that's really the mission of all of our clients and many of the people that we work with in the community as well. When we think of, the future and where we want to spend our time, it is in our familiar environment and in our community where we've lived for so long. ElderHelp is celebrating 49 years of supporting seniors in the community. So we have been around for quite some time, and we hope to be around another 49 years. I will be giving an overview of each of our core services so that you have an understanding of that. And you'll hear some overlap with our volunteer program. So you'll hear some of that information twice, but that just helps to provide the context on how our volunteers work directly with our programs. So we'll get started with our information and referral. So this is a service that we provide to really anybody. It could be seniors, it could be family members, neighbors, social workers, anybody who's looking for resources. We are one of the options to reach out to so that we can help connect you with the resources that are available in our community. There are so many. We are fortunate to live in San Diego because there are a lot of options available, but a lot of times we don't know about them until a need comes up or a crisis happens. So it is important to know who to reach out to get that information. So we are happy to point you in the right direction if you have just general questions or you're looking for something specific. We offer a variety of check-in call programs, and we have added additional ones during the pandemic because we have been able to do that the safest in regards to in the beginning of the pandemic and the height of everything when we weren't in person and doing any in-person services. We really wanted to be able to support our clients still. And so we did add additional check-in call programs to the options. But one of the programs that has been around for many, many years that you've probably heard about is called Are You Okay? And that is where we are calling seniors who've signed up for this service every day, Monday through Friday at a designated time that they choose. So it's either 8 o'clock, 9, 10, or 11 in the morning. And we have a volunteer typically as the one who would make those calls, and they're checking in with those individuals to make sure they're doing all right. So it's just a good safety net for people who might not have anybody else checking in with them on a regular basis, but it also provides a little bit of that companionship too. So they get to know if somebody has a cat or a dog and what they like to do. And so it might be very quick, or it could be a 5 or 10 minute conversation, but it's just one of those options that's available for people countywide who might be interested in receiving that service. We offer a transportation program as well that's called Seniors A Go-Go, and we are one of the volunteer driving programs throughout the county. So there are several others who are similar and operate in similar ways, but might cover different geographic areas. So for ElderHelp Seniors A Go-Go program, we have been prioritizing medical related rides during the pandemic. We understand that people need to still access their medical care. And so we're slowly starting to branch back out into social rides, but we are really prioritizing those medical related. So it could be medical or dental that people are needing to get to. And volunteers are able to pick up our clients from their home and then take them to those destinations. They're typically going to drop somebody off and then another volunteer would pick them back up. So it's not somebody who might need somebody to be there with them through the duration. It's really more of that transportation element. We offer up to 8 round trip rides each month, and we go within a 15-mile radius of the senior's home. So that could be 30 miles round trip. It is important that our clients are able to transfer in and out of a vehicle on their own because it is a volunteer driving program. Our volunteers are not trained caregivers, so they're not able to lift anybody in and out of a vehicle for their safety as well as for the client safety. We want to make sure that everybody is able to manage that on their own. So we might open the door for them. We might offer an arm for support. We certainly have people who use canes or walkers, but we're not able to transport wheelchairs. So just to keep that in mind. But as I mentioned, our geographic area, so our Seniors A Go-Go program covers most of central San Diego and parts of East County. There are some overlap with other programs as well, and it is based on volunteer availability. So if you were to call us or somebody that you know would call us, we would let you know where we're at with that process. Right now, we are slowly enrolling new people into our program, just dependent on our availability to do so. We, of course, have COVID-19 precautions in place, and you'll hear that throughout all of our programs. As a organization who serves older adults who are vulnerable, and we want to make sure that everybody is protected. So we have put in place certain guidelines specific for COVID-19. Our Seniors A Go-Go is one of those. So we are still asking for the use of masks. We actually provide KN95 masks for both our volunteers and for our clients who are in a vehicle together because they're in such close proximity. So that's something that we are doing as part of the COVID-19 world. Our care coordination program is our most comprehensive. This program is what combines our care coordinators. These are our social workers that are available to assess our clients' needs, provide ongoing support and advocacy, and we combine that with our volunteer services that are going into the home a lot of times to provide additional support to our clients. So it's really a great program because we're able to find out what those gaps are and where people could benefit from additional support, and we can then connect them through our services that our volunteers might provide, but we're also connecting them with other community resources as well. So we're kind of putting those puzzle pieces together to ultimately allow those individuals to live successfully in their own home and age in place there. So for these volunteer services, it could be grocery shopping help, it could be home office help, sorting through mail and paperwork, friendly visits, it could be pet care, home safety and maintenance services, and those are all based on volunteer availability as well. This program has been the most impacted, I feel, by COVID. And so we are currently reassessing all of our existing clients and their needs, and then we'll be able to open that back up to the community. So it's been a longer process for this program for sure. And as you can imagine, us not being in the homes of our clients for about a year, we weren't going into the home. We were doing all over the phone work or contactless services. We have a lot of catch up to do and going in and reassessing the needs and making sure that they have what they need to be able to continue living safely and successfully at home. A new service that we added at the beginning of the pandemic is our food pantry. So that is something that is new for us that we've been now operating for about 2.5 years. And this came about because we were reaching out to all of our clients at the beginning when we had that first 2-week time where we needed a shelter in place and we needed to all do that, we took that time to assess our clients' needs and find out what they were in most highest need for, and it was supplies and food. And we were trying to do grocery shopping, but all of the grocery stores were running out of food, and so we decided we needed to do something different. All of the other food programs seemed to be so inundated with requests and people who hadn't needed that service before who were reaching out and now needing that. So we started our own pantry, and for the first week or so, it was supplies only: toilet paper, paper towels, hand sanitizer. But then after a couple of weeks, we realized that food was needing to be in the mix. So it's now primarily food. So it kind of did a flip-flop there, but we provide our clients with a 2-week supply of food from our pantry if they need that service. So it's just another option. We do partner with the San Diego Food Bank, and then we supplement with our own grocery shopping. And these deliveries are all contactless. So some of our clients aren't comfortable yet going out into the community. And so this is a great option for them to be able to still get food access. Our senior housing services team has been very busy. Housing has always been a really high need and a concern, affordable housing. We hear that all the time. San Diego is a very expensive place to live. And that has been no different. In fact, it's been even more challenging during the pandemic. So we have a housing team that has been working to help individuals navigate the affordable housing options, trying to figure out what might be available, how to get into stable housing with the long wait lists and all of those different things that are coming up and becoming barriers. We were part of the rent relief process. So for people who were able to apply and access rent relief, we were helping with those processes as well. We support 2 low-income senior buildings in the San Diego County, one in downtown San Diego and one in Oceanside. So we are providing support to the residents there, and we have continued to do so during the pandemic. And I wanted to spend a little bit more time on our home share program. So this one you've probably heard mentioned before, but it is essentially a roommate matching service. So we facilitate a match between a home provider, somebody who has a spare room in their home, with a home seeker, somebody who is looking for a room to move into. And the home seeker might move in and pay rent. And that was what we call a rental exchange, as you can see on this slide with the different match agreement options. But the person moving in might also provide services in exchange for staying in the room. And that would be more of a service exchange, or it could be a combination of the two. So perhaps they're providing support with transportation, meal preparation, and just companionship for 5 to 10 hours a week, but they're also paying a lowered rent cost by doing so. So in that sense, they're able to live in the home and they're providing some type of services, but they're also paying rent to be there. So that is how our home share program options work. We have matched over 1,000 people through our home share program over the years, and the program has been around for nearly 30 years now. It operates within the city of San Diego, the city of Poway, and the city of Vista. Although if home providers do live outside of those areas and are interested in participating in the program, so if you have a spare room in your home and might be interested in renting it out, you are welcome to apply, and we will help you as best that we can to find somebody to move in. We try to prioritize certain areas just based on the goals that we have for those, but we often have more people who are seeking a room to move into. So if you are a home provider in a different area, we're often able to assist you as well. So how does this process work? So we have an application process that's now available online. We do interview everybody. So if it's a home provider, we're going to the home and doing an in-home assessment, an interview. And if it's a home seeker, we would do that in person as well, but not in their home. And then we background check both individuals. We always look to match people based on preferences, but at the end of the day, it's up to the home provider who moves in. So we'll give options and recommendations, but if the home provider and potential home seeker meet and they don't feel like it's going to be a good fit, then they don't need to proceed with any process. But if they do meet and feel like, yeah, I think this could work, I'm interested in giving it a try, they can do a trial period for a weekend or a week to see how it goes. And then at the end of that, we can help them facilitate a match agreement if both parties are wanting to move forward. We do have new options on our website. So on our website, it's ElderHelpofSanDiego.org. Under our tab for solutions for living, you would see housing services. And on that page, there's information about home share, and it also lists what new homes are available. So if you're a home provider and wanted to be part of that, we could take a couple of pictures of your home without any identifying information. And that way potential home seekers could check it out and see what is available in certain areas. So that's something that is new that we added. And then for our family caregiver support program, I mentioned that earlier on. So we get a lot of calls from seniors, and we're always wanting to connect them with resources, of course, and help provide that direct support. But we have also received so many calls from family caregivers, people who are concerned about their aging loved ones, or are worried that they don't have a plan in place for the future. They're starting to notice some changes and they're not sure what to do next. So we have this family caregiver support program that is available. Of course, our information and referral service is an option for people who are, again, just looking for resources. The Are You Okay check-in call program could be a good option to help provide that additional peace of mind for family members who might not be in the area or might not be able to check in on their loved ones as regularly. That could be a good option for them to sign up for. We've also created online courses that are available for anybody who might be interested in checking them out on our family caregiver page of our website. And to sign up, you would just need to create a login with your email and a password, and you would have access to the 5 courses that we've created. So we have information and education about what it means to be a family caregiver, good assessment tools, so helpful information for people who are trying to create a care team and seeing who might be part of that, or understanding what their loved ones' needs are, and also as a family caregiver, what your needs are as well. If you're looking at, here are my strengths, but here are the areas that I need some extra assistance with, you can kind of lay that out and see who might be able to fill in some of those areas also. We have a course on self-care, because taking care of ourselves as a family caregiver is really important. We have one specific for those that are caring for a loved one living with dementia, and then for working family caregivers. So if that's something that you're interested in, I encourage you to check it out, and those are all available at no cost. We hold webinars on a variety of topics related to being a family caregiver. Some are more general and some are more specific to the role. So I encourage you to check out our family caregiver page. We have all of our previously recorded webinars available as well. So similar to the one that Mark showed you for your website with ResDec, there's also on ElderHelp's family caregiver page a webinar library that you can search for the different topics that are available, and you could click on that and have access to the complete webinar. So I encourage you to do that. We do partner with Alzheimer's San Diego and Southern Caregiver Resource Center to help collectively to support more family caregivers in the area and beyond. So now I'll go through our volunteer opportunities. And so hopefully understanding our programs will give that good context, and there might be different ways that you are interested in getting involved. So I will go through each of these. So I've broken them up into different categories. We have our contact list opportunities, our in-person opportunities, and then group opportunities as well. The reason that we have them broken up is because we do have certain guidelines, as I mentioned, for COVID-19. And so our contactless opportunities are really available for our clients who are not yet ready to have somebody in their home. They're not going out with our volunteers in a vehicle. And we also do require for any of our in-person opportunities that that volunteers are vaccinated. So that's why we kind of have it broken up for any of our contactless opportunities. For volunteers who aren't able to be vaccinated or who wish to not be vaccinated, they're still able to help out, and we have those opportunities. And then for our in-person ones, that is in the home or providing rides, we do have that requirement. And then I'll go through our group opportunities that that are available if you're interested. So I'll start with the contactless opportunities. So we have our pantry deliveries. And so I mentioned our food pantry already. So the pantry is located in our Kearney Mesa office. So it's right off the 15 and Claremont Mesa Boulevard. So pretty centrally located. And it's open during the middle of the week, Tuesday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So if you were interested in helping with those deliveries, you would receive a list of pending requests from our volunteer services manager on a daily basis. You just accept whichever ones work for you that you're interested in, and then you would coordinate with that senior when you're able to pick up the items from our office and deliver them to their home. So we have it broken up by certain areas of town. Most of our clients do live within the central San Diego area and East County. So they might go as far north as Rancho Bernardo on the inland side, and along the coast as far north as La Jolla, and then Mira Mesa kind of bridges both of those. We do have a couple of people that might live outside of those areas, but for the most part, it's pretty centrally located or in East County areas. So that's a really easy way to get involved. You don't have to have any one person who you're visiting all the time. You can help different people, different weeks, but that's a good option that's available. Each delivery is about 5 bags or so worth of food. So that would just be something to keep in mind if you're able to carry those bags or not. You see this volunteer in the picture is taking everything in one box. Not everybody does that. Some people just take a couple of bags here and there and do it in a couple of trips. So that's perfectly fine as well. Grocery delivery is another option. So some of our clients aren't able to receive food from the pantry all the time, or maybe they are looking for more specific items. They have dietary needs or allergies, those types of things. So grocery shopping is still a good way for them to get their food, but maybe they're not comfortable going out to the grocery store yet with the volunteer. So they might opt for grocery delivery, in which case you as a volunteer would be able to help them with their grocery shopping and just deliver the groceries to their doorstep. So we would match you with somebody to where you would have an ongoing set schedule, usually every other week at the same time, so that they know how long their food is going to need to last and when to expect their next grocery shopping trip. So that's something that is available as well. And then for our in-person or in-home opportunities, for any of these, the grocery shopping with the senior, so that's where our client would go with the volunteer to the grocery store. Home office help would be helping to sort through mail or paperwork. It's especially helpful to throw out the junk mail. Mark mentioned that Paul Greenwood, the past deputy district attorney for the elder abuse unit, spoke on elder abuse, and that's something that we're always looking at with scams too. We want to prevent our clients from not getting victimized by scams that are coming through the mail and targeting them. So that's something that is really helpful for people to have just an extra set of eyes to go through the mail, throw out the junk, only keep what needs to be paid. And so we can help them keep an eye on those things. Friendly visits, going and doing fun things together. That's been really nice that we're able to rematch people to go in person and do things. So we have partnerships with Balboa Park or different other opportunities that we offer for people to go out and do something fun together. Pet care is really light pet care. It could be helping to walk a dog or take a pet to the veterinarian's office. And then light gardening is really light gardening. So helping with watering or doing some light weeding, but it's not doing complete landscaping. So any of these opportunities would be where we would match you as a volunteer with a senior to have an ongoing relationship and build that rapport over time. And so we do ask for a 6-month commitment if possible, so that we can have that consistency. And the visits are typically every other week for a couple of hours. So hopefully that helps to make sense of how that one would work, but it's a really great option to get to know one person and to build that rapport. Home safety and maintenance. So September is just around the corner, and we will be celebrating Fall Prevention Awareness Week. And this is a hot topic for that month specifically, but all year long, we want to keep our clients safe in their home. And so our home safety and maintenance services are really key. If you are interested in helping at all with minor home repairs, it could be very minor things, changing light bulbs, smoke detectors, laying down non-sticky tape underneath rug corners so that they don't curl up on the ends and become tripping hazards. Or it could all go all the way up to helping to install safety bars or grab bars or fix railings. So we have a variety of projects that come up. It could also be just doing the home safety assessment and going through somebody's home and checking off what might need to be done. Even if you're not feeling like you're the person to do those repairs, having that extra assistance would be helpful for us to then know what needs to happen. So it could be one time or ongoing projects, but we're always looking for people to join this team and help out as much as possible. Since we are starting to resume a lot more in person, we're seeing a lot more things in the homes of our clients that need to be addressed. And transportation. So I talked about it on the client side program. So again, it would be helping to assist seniors with rides to medical related appointments. The neat part about this is that we have a program that we use called Ride Scheduler that volunteers log on to when it's convenient, and you're able to select the rides that you would like to take based on your best availability. So maybe you're only available on Mondays. You can search by Mondays to see what rides are pending in the coming weeks. You could also search by a specific zip code if you want to stay in a particular area. Or if you get to know somebody and want to take them on more rides, you could search by their name. So it's pretty user friendly. Most of the rides are during the week, but we are starting to see some happen on the weekends as well. And we are able to reimburse for mileage. So we offer mileage reimbursement. It's the IRS rate at 62.5 cents per mile. It just increased over the summer because of the gas prices, and that will be continuing at that rate through the end of the calendar year, and then we'll reassess. I should also mention we are offering mileage reimbursement for pantry deliveries as well. So if you are interested in helping with any of these volunteer opportunities, this just gives an overview of our process. It all starts with reaching out to me, and I'd be happy to walk you through it. But we do hold online orientations every other week so that we can explain how each program works, give you a little bit more detail about what it means when you are a volunteer and some of those key parts. We have an application that's online and that you can just complete with all of your information online and submit it there. We do ask for references as well. We complete a background check. So that's the only part of the process that does require going to a location. And we work with AAA LiveScan. They have 3 different locations throughout the county: Mission Valley, Escondido, and Carlsbad. So those are all available, and we split the cost with volunteers. We also do a driving record report with the DMV, and we interview everybody. So we do have a thorough process, but safety is definitely a top priority for us. So we want to make sure anybody we bring on to our team has gone through our thorough vetting process, and we have assured our clients of that as well. And then again, for any of our in-person opportunities, we would ask for proof of the COVID vaccine as well. Our next orientation is next week, August 31st, starting at 5:30, if you are interested. And then I just wanted to mention a couple of group volunteer opportunities. Some groups have reached out during the pandemic and have had an interest in finding out how they might be able to do things together. And so this is just a couple of ways that we have worked with other groups during the past couple of years by hosting a food or supply drive. So with our pantry, and that being something that we are providing to people every other week, they're getting those deliveries. We have an ongoing need to help stock our pantry and make sure that we have all of the items needed. So that's something that we are constantly doing. And so groups have been helpful with hosting a drive for us and then making those deliveries to our office that we can then distribute to the rest of our clients. So that's something that is available. There's also another one that could be done as a group or individually if you are interested. We are always accepting cards that might be simple, just thoughtful notes or something to brighten the day of our clients. So a lot of times they will receive those during the deliveries of their pantry items. So it kind of is a good surprise for them when they open the bag. They not only have the necessities, but they also have a kind note from somebody. And you can see from the quote down here at the bottom that our clients definitely appreciate those cards. They mean a lot, even if they are simple. So this person individual said, "I save each card from holiday occasions or food deliveries as a reminder of positivity and goodness in our community." And that really resonates with me because I feel like during the pandemic, especially, we have seen so many community members step up and really pay attention to our older adult population. And something as simple as writing a card goes a long way. So if you're interested, that's an option. And this is our contact information. So if you have general inquiries about our programs or you want to point somebody in the right direction to get started, this is our best email address and phone number to do that. So info@elderhelpofsandiego.org. And our main line is 619-284-9281. If you are interested in volunteering or want to know more about our family caregiver support, you can feel free to reach out to me directly. And that's my email address, cmcclellan@elderhelpofsandiego.org. Or you're welcome to visit our website and check out all of the different programs, sign up for our newsletter to stay connected and then see what happens throughout the year. We have a lot of different things that come up. So you're more than welcome to just stay connected that way as well. And I am going to stop sharing my screen and I will open it up for questions.
Thank you so much, Carrie. Really great presentation. Good reminder of all of the great services and volunteer opportunities that you guys offer, and even how you've had to adjust like all of us in the time of COVID. And I think you've done a great job. And I'm sure you'll get back to some of the services that have been hampered a little bit because of it. And as usual, an organization like yours rises above to ensure that they can provide great services to your members and the older populations that are out there that need that assistance. I have one question. Then we don't have a huge group, so if anybody has a question, feel free to open up your mic and open up your camera, and we'll see your bright smiling face. But can you share that PowerPoint with me? Is it available? Okay, because what I'm going to do is that way, if you want the PowerPoint, I'm going to show you something that you can do. Anybody on the phone and on this call, all you have to do is send us an email to resdec@resdec.net requesting a copy of the PowerPoint, and we'd be happy to send it along to you as soon as I get it from Carrie. Again, a reminder that once we get through the questions, and I see Susan Mallet has a question, I'll get to you in a second, Susan. Once we get through the questions, we will. I'm going to talk about some upcoming events, and then we'll close out we do have somebody that just entered the room, so we had that happen yesterday too in our presentation. But they will be happy to know that it will be posted on a YouTube channel in a couple days, and I'll show that again too. So remember, resdec@resdec.net. Shoot us an email. We'll send you a copy of the PowerPoint as soon as I get it from Carrie.
Yes.
Hello, Susan. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Getting ready for the Padre game. So Carrie, thank you so much for that presentation. I had no idea that ElderHelp provided so many different services. For your clients, is there an age and an income requirement?
Great question. So no income requirement at all. All of our services are available to people of all income levels. So and they're offered on a donation-based model, which means we don't have any set fees. If somebody would like to contribute and is able to, they're welcome to, and they determine the amount, but it's all, it's an option. It's not required. And then for age, great question on that. So for our transportation seniors go-go program and our care coordination program, those are 60 and above. For our home share program, that is a program that's available to anybody 18 and older. We determine one person in the match is over the age of 60, but it is available to people of all ages.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions from anyone? If you don't want to open up your camera and your audio, you can also shoot us a chat down at the bottom. You just hit the chat button. You can just select ResDec, which is me, and shoot me an email, and then it's a question. And otherwise, as Carrie showed earlier, her contact information. Did you want to bring that up again real quick, Carrie? And then I'll just so that people can see it one more time.
Sure. Let's see. So there's our contact information.
And like I said, if you are interested in getting a copy of the PowerPoint, I will get it to you. Just email us at resdec.resdec.net. We'll leave that up for just a second. No other questions from anyone? Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Carrie, once again. I want to thank everybody. And then in just a second, if you don't mind taking that down, I'm going to just talk about a couple of upcoming events for ResDec. Thank you very much.
Sure.
You're quick on the draw there.
I had my cursor right on it. So,
so you probably can see now the ResDec webpage where it talks about ResDec events. And to get there, I'm going to show you how to get there. Just go to our homepage, resdec.net, www.resdec.net. Go to news and events, ResDec events. Click on that guy. And then here was an event that we did yesterday. We did back-to-back virtual events with the County Employees Charitable Organization, also otherwise known as SECO. They did a great presentation, Nadia, their president, and it's going to be up and posted within the next few days as well on our ResDec YouTube channel. Here was today's presentation. We're going to be having a ResDec roundup in South Bay. This is just a very casual get together. It's going to be outdoors on at the galley at the marina in Chula Vista. We've been there before pre-pandemic. It was a great little site, nice little patio, so we'll be outdoors. And then the day at the Padres, few tickets remaining, not a lot, but Thursday, September 22nd, we'll be just sitting in a general section at the Padres. We decided not to go for the group one this year, but maybe next year again, which was the Skyline Patio, which we've done in past years. We're going to be participating, as we have for many years, in the Walk for Owls coming up with Team ResDec on Saturday, October 15th. More information on all of these things are going to be in your October newsletter. I'm sorry, your September newsletter, which will be hitting in the next week, a little over a week. So make sure and check them out. And then, like I mentioned, it's not listed here, but it'll coincide with the newsletter hitting your mailboxes and your email inboxes, promoting the 2022 annual ResDec Health Fair Picnic. And it's going to be at Admiral Baker Field on Wednesday, October 26th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's going to be a little bit smaller, scaled back. We're taking into consideration not only our own assurance that we can provide a safe environment and have a safe event, but also Admiral Baker being a government facility has some restrictions. We won't have as many of our vendor booths. So Carrie and ElderHelp being one of our best friends will be there, and we've had to prioritize which booths we can have. And we're going to limit the capacity to attendance to 150. And it is going to be a free event. It'll be subsidized by ResDex, so we encourage you to check out your newsletters, get your registration forms in as soon as possible. Many ways to register. You'll see the information on here, like I said, beginning next week when the calendar turns, and just wanted to mention that. Well, I want to thank you again, Carrie. It was great to see you. Excellent presentation. And I want to thank everybody for joining us today, and hope everyone has a great day. And once again, don't forget to check us out on the ResDex YouTube channel. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you,
Welcome.
everybody.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
Carrie.
day.
Take care. Bye-bye.